checked your closet lately just to realize that 90% of your wardrobe are work pieces? We are going to change that in 2026. So I just want to say a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year to all of you. And I just want to say to my returning subscribers, thank you for coming along this ride with me. And to my new subscribers, I just want to say welcome. I am so glad to have you all here. And I love you from the bottom of my heart because you could have been anywhere else, but you choose to spend your time with me. I'm going to start being intentional and start to make practical pieces that I can wear in my everyday life, because the majority of my wardrobe, as you can see behind me, are mostly work related, and something is wrong with that, because even in your everyday life you should have a balance, and clearly I don't. So in 2026 we're going to change all of that. So I'm going to share with you my first makes of 2026. And so if that is something that you are interested in, then keep on watching. I made sets. The first set that I made is this, and this is the pants, and it has an elasticated waist. And you would remember this fabric from my fabric haul, and I will insert that in the description below this video. So these are the pants, and I do love them, and everything is finished with my serger, of course, and it should be no shock what I'm about to show you. That's how the inside looks, and it has my rainbow colored surgeon shred, and it has my label, made with love. Well, it's upside down, but oh, hey, it's on the inside. But I did that so that I will know which side is the front and which side is the back, even though it has a little the back is always a little bit higher. To go with that, I made this top, and this is just a plain top, and all I did was take a top that I already had. I used that as a pattern to make all two of them. So this is the top, and it has short sleeves, and it has a neck binding, and this one is a little short, but the top that I used was a little short. I used like a PJ's top, and this is how it looks on the inside with that surgeon thread that I love so much. And that is it for the top. It is so comfortable. I don't know what's going on, but in the Bahamas it seems to be very cold. Like, this reminds me of when I was in Chicago. This weather is cold. I woke up this morning with my glass foggy. No AC or anything is on, but the glass was foggy. All right, so the second thing that I made, and this one is like a 3-piece. So this is, all of these are knits, by the way. This is the pants, and all of these are comfortable, so they just have an elasticated waist. That's the pants. That's the front. And that's the back. And this is how it looks on the inside. And this one is like a ribbed type fabric. This reminds me of the ocean. So when I wear this, I'm going to think about the ocean. And that's how it looks on the inside. Everything is finished with my serger. And for the waistband on this one here, I just used the actual material to create the actual waistband. So where the first one I showed you elastic is in the waist, there is no elastic in this waist. So I just made it, I just took off about 4 inches or so from my actual waist. And I could have made it even a little bit smaller, but it's okay because, you know, for lounging out, you don't need anything tight. So that is that. And isn't she beautiful? And like I said, it reminds me of the ocean. My daughter said it looks like a forest, but I don't know what forest she's referring to. All right, so this is the top. And this one is long sleeves because like I said, the weather is getting a little bit cool and chilly. So I decided to make this one with long sleeves. That's the front. And that is the back. Let me show you how it looks on the inside. This is how she is looking. That's the front. And that is the back. And let me see if you could get a close-up of how it's like this rib type fabric. Yes. And I love it. I love how it fits me. I really do. Fits me nice. It's not tight. It's not overly loose, but it's not tight either. All right, and this is the pants. Now, I will admit, this is the short, so that's a three-piece set. The waistband is a little big on me, but I probably will run some elastic through it just to get it a little bit more snug. It is a little big, but this was my test dummy. And so when I did this one and realized the waist was too big, I was able to make that waist a little bit smaller. So that is how it looks on the inside. And this is how you know the front from the back. Let me do it so you could see it. The front is always lower than the back. And that is it for the sets, for the lounge sets. That's it. I only made two. I also made, whoops. I also made this set, not really a lounge set, but I still made it anyway. So I still would include it in my first makes. And this is a just a regular skirt, and it has side seams. It has side seams on both sides. And I made this from, all of these are from the stash of fabrics that I just showed you in my fabric haul. And this is how the inside looks. And I also use the fabric as a waistband. I know it does look a little small. I did make it a little snug, but I'm losing weight, so I don't have a problem. It's going to be the right size. So that is that. And to go along with her, I made this top. Now, I'm not really keen about the top, but I made it anyway. I think for my body type, because I have more of an athletic body type. It just feels weird on me. It feels weird, but that is the top. I saw something like this on Instagram. One person, someone who I follow on Instagram, I saw it and I just wanted to recreate it. But I think for my body type, because like I'm bigger on the top, like I said, it looks weird. But I'm still going to wear it. But like I said, it's not loungewear, it's just more outside of workwear. And then the last thing that I made, well, I made two of them. Let me get the next one. I made two of these. This was the first one. I didn't take a picture of this one, but since I took a picture of this one is exactly the same thing. I made one of those just call it tank tops. Tank tops. Would this be a tank top? Oh Lord. But it's one of those long, like it's almost like a long shirt, and it has the slit on the side, so it's stopped like right by the waistband, or if you want to higher on either side, so it's a split on either side. And I made this one a little too big or a little too loose, so I decided to try again. And so I came up with this one that fits me so much better. And of course, you know I love these colors, right? So this is my second attempt. So I made this. And it fits me much better than that one. And these are the side slits. So it has slits on both sides. And I love it. I do love them. And I just paired this one here with white jeans, and you will see that in the picture. And so that is it for my first makes for January. And I just hope that January is a month of new beginnings for you. January is a month of blessings. January is a month of growth. January is a month of peace. And January is a month that you decide to prioritize you. I will see you in the next video. Be blessed. Bye.